year was 1984, the last time the Detroit Tigers won the World Series. Yes, it's really been that 30 years since they won the World Series. Gas was $1.10 a gallon. A movie ticket cost $2.50. The Olympics were in Los Angeles. And little did this world know what was coming. It was a cold blizzard of a night, and a young man and woman found themselves closing down a bar with a bottle of cheap wine and decided to have some good times. A night that the world would be forever grateful for. 9 months later, it was a cold, snowy night. The world would change. All of a sudden, the world was blessed. And yes, I mean blessed. This is when Nicholas was born. Parades were thrown all over the world. Bartenders were giving free rounds of drinks to everyone in the bar. Fireworks were going off all over the world. The Pope actually blessed the Great One himself. The Nick lived a long, amazing, legendary life for a good 29 years. The Nick has dined with kings and queens around the world, been to 76 countries, dabbled in politics. Loaned Kenny Chesney his story so he'd go and write the #1 hit of 2012, We Went Out Last Night. This was all fine and dandy, but during these amazing times and unreal life that Nick has lived, the Nick realized one thing. He wanted someone to share all these amazing things with, someone to bring him down to reality. We're still debating on this. And the first person who would love the Nick for the Nick, it could not just be any person. It had to be a person with a strong soul, a strong personality, and a smoking hot bod. One time in Florida, while Nick was on his first meet and greet with the whole fam, Christy asked Nick with everyone in the room after meeting Nick for 20 seconds, "Did you ever think you'd marry a girl from Pigeon, Michigan?" As we're on vacation, and this was the first conversation they ever had. Nick just smiled and laughed, and you could hear a pin drop in the room. Truth be told, Nick knew he was going to marry that girl from Pigeon on December 15th, 2013, when she walked outside for their first date with a box of homemade cookies and had the most incredibly beautiful smile he's ever seen. Except for the fact that Nick went to buy drinks and he didn't have any cash on him, and that's when he really knew she was the one when she offered to pay. As Nick would say, Yahtzee. And the rest, as they say, is a storybook fairy tale. True story, the remake of Prince Charming and the Princess is actually about Nick and Jody, but that's a whole different story. But in this fairy tale, the story will never end, but grow greater and greater with the love and happiness you two get to spend with each other every day. Even when Nick keeps referring to himself as the Nick. Now, a few things you should know. The reason Taylor Swift has so many sad songs is because Nick had to turn her down so many times because he knew she wasn't the one. Sorry, Taylor. The Rock calls the Nick for workout advice. In fact, Nick allowed The Rock to use the catchphrase, the Great One. Nick is quite the guy, wouldn't you say? President Obama actually called Nick for advice on what to do before he took down that scumbag Osama bin Laden. Nick never likes to take credit for all his work. Few people know this, but Nick actually called Kid Rock an American badass. Looks like he liked the name. Tom Brady called Nick for advice during the scandal the NFL called Deflategate. Tom listened and came out victorious due to Nick's advice. Go get him, Tom. Now, Boots, as you know, there will be millions, and the Nick means millions, of crying females around the world. This is going to be worse than when Zayn Malik left One Direction. But you have to realize, out of anyone in this world, you are the only one that matters. Now, Jody Marie McKenzie, before you stand up and turn around, a few of our loved ones would like to say something to you.
Say yes, Jody. I've been waiting for quite a while. I want to go buy some high heels dancing shoes.
Every morning when you come downstairs, hair's a mess, but I don't care. No makeup on, shining so bright. My old sweatshirt never fit so right. Dancing around to the radio, humming the words that you don't know, 'cause I'm finding an angel off my list. don't get no better than this. You make loving you easy. You make loving you all I wanna do. Every little smile, every single touch reminds me just how much it all means.
This game's an important game. It's just starting.
Hey Nick, it's Paul. I just wanted to take a minute and say it's been great getting to know you over the last 20 years. I think you're a wonderful guy, and I think Jody's wonderful. And I don't know, if you ever thought about it, if you decide to ever ask Jody to marry you, I think she should say,
Jody, hey, I got a couple things for you. Okay, see all these trophies and plaques? This is just for me coaching soccer for 2 years. When you have little Nicks, these will be accomplished in a matter of 1 week. So I have 3 words for you, Jody.
Jody, we need to talk. I mean, we need to talk now. This Nick guy, he's no good. You gotta get out of there, you gotta run. I mean, skedaddle, scoot. Just kidding. What's the message? Say yes, Jody! We got a message. These girls want to say something. They want to know if they can be your ring bearers in a year or two. Say yes.
Say yes, Jody!
I can honestly say that there's only 2 things in this world that would make tonight better. 1, you guys were here in Boston with me, and 2, Jody, you were the girl to take my most romantic friend from me. I love both you guys more than anything in this world, and honestly, say yes, Jody.
We want Nick to be our uncle.
Hey Jody, just say yes.
Bootsy, please say yes to Uncle Nick.
Jody, it's hard to believe that we have been friends for over 20 years, and as your friend, I have to say that we are thrilled that you have found such a great guy like Nick, and we are super excited for the both of you. So we just have one thing to say. Say yes, Jody!
Yes, Jody!
Woohoo!
Jody, you finally found your prince. Say yes.
Say yes, Jody! Say yes, Jody!
Say yes, Jody. Yes, 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 yes. It's all yours now.
Jody, just say yes already. Love you both.
Jody, this is a very important time in your life, and if you feel this is the right thing, we'd like you to say yes, and we'll welcome Nick into our family as a grandson. And God bless you and your decisions and everything you do.
Hi, this is Grandpa. Jody, you know we love you, and we want the best for you. So, if Nick is the right one and you love him, say yes.
Hi Jody, it's me, surprise. I have a favor and a message. First, the message. You know that my son means the world to me, and when he's happy, I'm happy, like any parent would be for their kids. And since he met you, I've noticed a big change in him. He's more grounded, he's more relaxed, he's more sure of himself, confident, and just happy. Not as crabby either. You two, I think, found in each other your soulmates. I'm so glad you found each other. You're so good together and you're so right. And I would love to be your mother-in-law, and I would love for you to be my daughter-in-law. So here's the favor. Jody, please say yes.
That love bug would catch up with you someday. Looks like today may be the day. So Nick couldn't be a better guy. We love him a lot, and have my full approval.
Jody, Nick makes you so happy, and we're so happy for you. And we just love you, and we want you to say
yes, Jody.
Baby, just say yes.
never had no one that I could count on. I've been let down so many times. I was tired of hurting, so tired of searching, till you walked into my life. It was a feeling I'd never known, and for the first time I didn't feel alone. You're more than a lover. There could never be another to make me feel the way you do. And oh, we just get closer. I fall in love all over every time I look at you. I don't know where I'd be without you here with me. Life with you makes perfect sense. You're my best friend. You're my best friend. Oh yeah. You stand by me and you believe in me like nobody ever has. When my world goes crazy, you're right there to save me. You make me see how much I have, and I still tremble when we touch. And oh, the look in your eyes when we make love. You're more than a lover. There could never be another to make me feel the way you do. And oh, we just get closer. I fall in love all over every time I look at you.